Hi, Chicken Bacon. It's me, Cassie Frass, and today I'm showing you this Clauncher I did in my Strathmore mixed media sketchbook. I did this in koi watercolors, and I chose Clauncher because I got one of my binders of Pokemon cards and just flipped through it and went, hey, I would never in a million years draw a Clauncher. So let's draw a Clauncher to get out of my comfort zone. So I will stop yapping and we'll show you guys the process. This is the binder I keep these Pokemon cards in, just showing you guys so you can see the actual art on the Pokemon card. Isn't he cute? I did these little like half moon shaped designs in gouache, and I went over with a pen just to get a feel of the Pokemon. I tried to do a lot of sketches and studies of Pokemons before I actually do a big piece on them, just so I could fully understand like how their anatomy works. And I just googled Clauncher and drew a couple of screenshots from the anime. This is my supervisor telling me it's time to take a nap. And here's the actual sketch I did. I didn't end up doing both Wingulls. I saw some Pokemon card art of Wingulls just like sitting down and their little wings look so funny. I wanted to draw that, but I just couldn't conceptualize it the way I wanted it to, so I just ended up erasing it out of the finished illustration. Here I am going with my Prismacolor pencils. They are wax-based, so I went over with the watercolors. They would simply just wash over the lined color pencils. I chose to make this little seashell orange for Shelter. I try to keep the color pencils real sharp when I do this, so that way the lines are more precise. I was having a lot of fun doing this. Oh, here's my supervisor again. He really wanted me to take a nap. Look at him, he's so tired. Yeah, look at that sharp point right there. The look I was going for this was sort of like a children's storybook illustration. So I was really trying to get the textures of the color pencil in there, and I wasn't really going for an accurate, neat look. I wanted to have a lot of fun with this piece, and I really hope you guys were able to see that. So I've never used this Pokemon in any gameplay. This Mon has never been a part of any team that I personally used, so I don't have any real attachment to them. But since making this piece, it reminded me of a memory I had with my niece, and because of that, I've grown very fond of this Mon. For the color scheme of this Mon, I thought it would be really fun to place the setting at around sunset so I could get some of those golden hour hues in. You can see here I'm starting off with a nice orange wash over the sand, so that way it's nice and warm. I don't know why I was like going around Clauncher thinking I was trying to avoid getting any of the wash on Clauncher, even though I was just saying I wanted to get a sunset color palette in there, and I was just doing the underpainting. I don't know what I was thinking. I guess I just lost the plot. It happens to the best of us. And here we have an interruption from my kitty cat telling me I need to take another break to worship her and adore her. My apologies for the lighting in this video. My ring light broke, and it was also my phone holder, but I got a new one. They're like not even 15 bucks. So in the next few videos, that's gonna be fixed, but for now, I am deeply sorry. I wanted the ocean to have a lot of fun textures, so I made sure the paint I was putting down had a lot of water in it with a lot of varying blues, and then I got some plastic wrap and just sprinkled it on top to get those effects. It's real messy, but I had a lot of fun. If you can't tell, I was real nervous doing the sunset. It's just a gradient, but I've never actually painted a sunset before. I have been meaning to do some plein air sketches when I go on my daily walks, but I just walk with my dog, so it's already enough trying to get them out the door, let alone with all of my art supplies. I love watching the sunset. Every now and again, I'll get out my journal and I'll write my mom a little letter when I'm watching the sunset because it always reminds me of her, seeing the colors change and everything. It brings back a lot of fond memories I have with her. I'm really happy that I branched out and drew a Pokemon that wasn't a part of the first two gens, because I definitely have a big preference for the Johto region. So if you guys have any particular generations you would like to see me draw from, don't be afraid to comment them down below, and I'd love to branch out and do more Pokemon from those lines. And then after finishing the sunset, we move on to Clauncher. I did a light layer of this golden yellow I used for the sunset on Clauncher so I could get that golden hour look on the Mon. The hardest part of this technique is trying to give it the appropriate amount of time to dry. I don't think I did, but it still came out looking pretty okay. But I definitely need to do more experimenting with my watercolors to see how to properly layer them in order to get the effect that I'm looking for. That's the fun part of art, though, is just experimenting and see what works for you and learning new techniques. Illustrating water Pokemon is really fun for me to do because you could go a bit more of an abstract route, or you could go more of like an illustrative scene, and they still come out very interesting to look at, which I very much enjoy. Oh wow, I am almost finished with this video. I can't believe that. Oh my god, I really hope you guys haven't been hearing my German Shepherd bark this whole time. The neighbors are neighboring and she just cannot stand that. So I apologize if you hear like barking in the background. But since I'm almost done with this, I will leave you guys with some photos so you can see the finished piece. I thank you very much for sticking around this long. And I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you have any Pokemon you would like to see me illustrate, don't be shy. Make sure you comment that down below, and I'll try to get an illustration of that going, and I'll upload it. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram. It's at cassie.frass, and I will see you later, Gators. Bye-bye.